Alright. Happy Halloween, boys. Here's Harlow. I thought it was called Harlow and the Tyrannus Queen. But I guess that's just part of the description. Don't mind me then. I believe that's like a book or something, is it not? It's some sort of work that I'm not familiar with. Let's check it out. By Plural. Easy Small Environmental Misc. Harlow and the Tyrannus Queen. Not sure what that means, but this looks very nice. And no, I didn't have the editor open previously. Knew she was meant for school, for book things and pencil time, and yet Harlow found herself veering left, not right where she knew the schoolhouse still sat. The wind picked up at her back, as if even the weather had plotted to hold her to this decision. Away from the schoolhouse, away from the cobblestone wall and creaking weather vane, away from the chatter and natter of the Aker twins, Nora breaking chalk against the board again, Edgard's old sack filled with the bugs he would collect every morning, and Miss Lot smoothing her apron dress against her thighs when the answer was less than correct. Harlow set out away from all of that. For the red field across the river, her footsteps slipped around the broken twigs and fallen leaves. She carried herself forward in silence. I'm not using the new version of Case Plus either, which also I don't know why that was released. I don't know what the difference is. This doesn't seem like it was written by Plural. I think this is from the book, right? What's that graphic? It looks cool. Evil uni with antlers. There was something ahead in that red field. She could not see it, but she could feel it in her stomach. It had that light and twisting feeling of anticipation that came with a saint's day's near arrival. She remembered the old story her father told her brothers before the last harvest. Harlow had been forbid to listen, but she hid around the corner, cupping her hands to her ear. He told him about the land without sky, the grave of the deep nights, the cursed crown for the accursed king, and the only one left that had the will to climb the tower out of that endless dark world, the Tyrannus Queen. This is the Tower of Lightning by I.X. Marcel. Whoa! Hey, this looks like Petals too. One area of it. Yo, look at the queen. That's a cool sprite. Is that a map? Spoilers. Alright, it's very cool looking. Dark. I don't know what to expect. I expect a lot of reading now. But maybe that was it. Barrels. Oh, I double jump you. And climb. Yeah, I suppose it is. Whoa, is that the moon up there? Up on the right? Some sort of orb. If VG says it's a gorgeous level, that means a lot. Dark? It seems quite dark, yeah. Like, when she's falling, her cape like flies up from the wind. I really like this sprite. Hello? Thou art Hogain Asindal Dimbid. Straight flame, can we get a translation? Is this Dutch? We have bled the last drops from this waste. You have to take the wires. It's the only way to get your bride back. Please, there's no more blood. You must take the wires, or split me open and take me to my dusk. I have only the slow and black blood left, but Dwin Pertin Inti. Highlight, please. So what's the backstory? It's based on a novel, is it not? I really don't know what's going on. But it seems quite deep. On a novel. Her father wielded the tail. Wielded? You can wield a tail? To the rapt children like an artisan tool. Past the copse of dagger trees, well past the last fork in the river, he'd said. The only way to get there is through the hollow tree at the edge of the red field. Harlow caught her breath those many nights ago. She knew the place. Inside and beneath there is entrance you will not find. Blah. Yoda speak. Covered and hidden for thousands of years, the land below us is still there. We can only reach it, and it us, by making our way through a long dead thing. If you dig at the dirt inside the hollow tree, it might just collapse into a tunnel that looks endless. Glittering possibilities shine through that dark, and you will enter it without hesitation. That skyless world, that long dead world, well, you can taste its magic, and you cannot but want it. You think this is original? Whoa, I just fell. Because I had... This level is not on the archives, you had to find it in the forums. And I didn't want to get, like, spoiled. But it seemed like... Wait, the first two lines of the story are taken from King's The Sabbath Queen. And what, the rest is original? Plural, what the hell? Pretty sure Plural wrote it? That's crazy. It seems so good. It seems like it was written like 100 years ago by some renowned author. Although I'm not really an art critic, but damn, that's impressive. But then it's so... Excuse me. Too much reading. It's so out of left field, because I feel like we're starting in the middle of a story, but maybe we're not. Maybe that's just how he wrote it. And now we're on some land here. Yes, let me grab these walls. Whoa. Okay. This environment looks great. I don't know if the filters are making it look better than they are, but... Like, is the sky changing? Oh, it is changing. Oh. Very cool atmosphere here, yeah. Why is the sky changing? Why have I not seen that more? Whoa. Need 100% map completion. Yes. Wait, I can't get that. That's a dev screen on the left. Okay, whatever. We don't need 100% map completion. The red field was filled with wild poppies. Untilled and undisturbed, it was the edge of the Cooper's land. Lady Cooper kept a vacant homestead that she shirked for a smaller hovel near the crossroads. Her family had died. The plague took every single one but her. The land, as it turned out, was cursed, because it could still feel the world below it and drew other curses to itself, as if it were lonely. So if the death below needed to find reciprocity? Some sort of response, I think. Above. Lady Cooper burned a likeness of a woman with ebony antlers on every full moon. The ground was said to rumble those nights, as if something was trying to get out. The soil seemed looser, more inviting, with every quake that came. Harlow finally saw the red poppies ahead that glittered themselves across the field. And not long after, she could see the hollow trees, the tree as well. Oh boy. So where is this going? We were not supposed to be exploring this. This was not meant for us, but here we are. Oh. Man, this is like the best use of filters I've ever seen. This actually looks really good. Oh. These like cages? Okay, so what's that screen all about? A nightclub right here. Oh, it's Ego Massive for some reason, and he's he's connected up, or is he getting power, or is he getting power sucked from him? I don't know, but I think this is an Easter egg only. Seems to be. Okay, what the hell is going on here? A woman like me who's connected up. No wireless. Pilot? Brennies, look at the stars with me. All that can be made bright will be made bright. We don't need blood anymore. We can hum with the light together. Sit. What? Pilot? Fingariad, look at the stars with me. I want to, but I only exist in this dimension. I can't face it. Fascinating. Still there? No warp shenanigans? All worlds were made of two halves, the world with sky and the world without, and between the edges that held each end from collapsing to the hollow center was a tower. The tower led you down no matter how much you tried to climb. It was a trap and a trick that was as much a part of nature as the gathering clouds. It was never a thing made for travel. Harlow stopped amidst the field and felt the earth tremble as the sun tried to light the sky above. But the sun could not mask the hanging and faint moon, wide and full as a birthday cake. The lunar harvest was aching. Harlow smiled as her fingers began to tingle and hair began to tense. Are we at the tower then? It really is endless, huh? No, we found an end. The map was a lie. These graphics, these tile set, was incredible. Oh, look at the castle in the background. And the tree. So we're just not doing what we were supposed to do? Damn. Don't eat the mushroom reference? Okay. Oh. Okay, I guess we get the chicken out ending. How do you keep monsters where monsters stay? How does the outsider never quite get in? Harlow approached the hollow tree. Its great and dry trunk... Wait, what? Its gray and ground trunk yearned out from the soil, and the twisting mass of roots seemed to almost reach out toward her, nearly grasping with every small step forward. Harlow reached into her pocket and brought out the knife she had found at the festival grounds long after it had come and gone. Something used to throw against a game of skill, but this knife had missed the mark on the night of the festival and hid in the tall weeds until Harlow saw it and tucked it away before her brothers could lay their claim. The story told of death and horror, but that was not the queen. That was not her story. Harlow, knife in hand, took the final steps to her destination. Over the splayed out edges of the tree's broken stomach, she saw it. Her hand twitched for a moment, but only just that. Then she broke out into a smile. The Tarandus crown, antlers, horns, a crown reaching toward the sky it needed to find. Pitch black and choking the sunlight empty, the antlers rose from the ghostly shape of the queen huddled inside the hollow tree. For a moment it looked like nothing. Empty light, empty space. Then Silver Eyes squinted open and regarded Harlow curiously. It was a long walk and nearly midday now. Harlow felt a twinge of hunger, as the queen must have as well. What is the thing that makes nightmares out of dreams? It hurt, but it was right. Harlow drew the edge of the knife's blade across her wrist and felt the heat and red slip out, dripping. She held out her arm to the queen. The old regalia was wrapped tight around the dark woman's body. a red cape that had once been white, and it swept out behind her as she stood up and brought her inescapable mouth to Harlow's bleeding wrist. The church bell tolled in a whisper on the wind, far enough away to maybe not exist at all anymore. The knife dropped from Harlow's hand as she felt the dizzy lack of blood start to hit her head. The loss of blood gave rise to a curious fearlessness that wrote a serene acceptance across Harlow's face. As the queen stopped drinking to lap gently at the wound, Harlow touched the gnarled crown of antlers that had nearly risen to meet her face. They weren't sharp at all, they felt like velvet. Plural. Character by Vegetal Gibber, of course! Custom tasted by Fredrik and Rickard Anderson, very good. Music by Mathieu Vlad Morleo and Ours Vins. Tiolj M. Chavar. Useful Welsh sayings? Is it Welsh? Thanks for playing in Welsh. Okay. I expect Welsh. So I don't... Okay, first of all, I think that was not the main ending. I don't really see how what I did tied in with that ending either. But okay, now let's climb this thing. Actually, I want to not use the walls. Oh! Warp shenanigans! Wait, so if you like drop down, you can't go back up, or? Oh, I became the queen all of a sudden? I thought that was the person that was sitting before. Wait, maybe that was it. Maybe you're not... Oh, because they were talking about how it was impossible to climb the tower. So maybe you can't actually climb the tower. Yeah, I haven't gotten any there. So what happened? Was the realization that I am the queen? I'm not sure if I'm gonna understand this story without... okay, I'm just gonna use the walls now. Without like going back and focusing and not having to read out loud. But that's a cool trick. You have this fake map to like bait you. So much symbolism and stuff. That's great. This might be the most beautiful level I've played on KS. Even if I don't understand the story, I feel like the story has potential enough. And just the look and everything of it, and just the way it was written, it's so professional. This is such a hidden gem for all you art lovers out there to never come across. Very impressive. Mind boggled. Not really like spooky Halloween. Beautiful in a dark way, you know? Yeah, okay. I think my theory was correct. This was the only way, huh? I just love this background here. Silhouette of the castle. And even this next screen for like a fade into nothingness screen, it looks so cool. Like how this grid sort of bursts out of the darkness in a not clean way. I don't know. I'm impressed. Absolutely, this was fascinating. Okay, so one time. I mean, this feels almost like vampires at the end. But maybe it's a story about suicide? I don't know, that's not why I'm here. I leave the analysis up to you guys. I just do corner jumps. But, yeah, very cool. Not what I expected. Extremely cool atmosphere and a lot of depth behind it, so yeah.